right before the green flag, and apparently they did a good job, guys.
All right, thanks. And the yellow has just come out as we have problems on a multiple car crash here, including one of the target cars. And Dan Weldon is involved as well. And it looks like Elio Castroneves, the second race in a row that he has crashed. Also the 20 of Ed Carpenter. So the one thing we fear here at Texas is that close wheel-to-wheel action just at the very end of the last pit stop. And there you see the end result is it looks like we have at least 4 cars involved in this mess. That is Elio at the entrance to pit lane. Here comes Dan. And there is what's left of one tire bouncing off the pit wall.
And Marty, you could hear the disappointment in Dan Weldon's voice when he radioed into his crew. We're done, boys.
A lot of cars are done, Jack. With 31 laps to go, we get our third caution of the night. We've had 20 laps run under caution. Let's go back and take another look.
The 9 car on the top of your screen is, oh, now there's a situation right now. Too many people trying to fit in one section of the racetrack at a time.
It looked like we had the wheel from A.J. Foyt, the fourth car, who was well up ahead, came off. Everybody was checking up and nobody knew where to go.
Now there's a slow car on the bottom of the racetrack, and I'm not sure exactly which particular car that it was. You can see the tire itself is actually running along the road. Let's ride along now with the number 10 car of Dan Weldon. Everything's happening up in front now. He does not have anywhere to go. And he's actually almost like the bowling ball going down the bowling lane right there. And there's the tire that's actually bouncing and going off. And here we are in Tony Kanaan's car, number 11-7 machine. Boy, there's just so much going on. Oh, I can't believe he got through there. The 7-11 machine just made his way through there. I cannot believe it.
And if he hits that tire, look at that. Oh, he just misses.
And you know, Marty, I always say to you that it's just reactionaries. You see the tire just starting to bounce around. Parts are flying everywhere. And Tony Kanaan just threaded the needle through there. Remember, this is all happening at 215 miles an hour. Now you've got the slow car of Sarah Fisher on the low side of the racetrack on the bottom, the number 5 machine. And that's what all the cars are trying to avoid. I'm not sure why she was going slow. If she was coming in the pit, she would have done that earlier on the apron on the left-hand side. Now, maybe she just pitted earlier a few laps ago, or a few moments ago, rather, and she was just actually herself coming out onto the racetrack and trying to get back up to speed.
Going into tonight's race, there was one driver that had completed every lap of all 6 prior races. That racer was right there, Scott Dixon. Now, there is nobody that has completed every lap. We're under yellow. Stay with us. And let's take a look here as we're under our third caution. Go on board with Dario Franchitti and see what we can see.
Now, it's already happened in front of you, and we were looking at this previously. We wondered why Sarah was slow on the bottom of the track, but it may have been that she had actually started to slow down and react from an accident that was just up ahead. So she would have been doing the right thing, but the problem that happened with that is the other cars there that you see, the 20 of Ed Carpenter and the 9 of Scott Dixon, and also the 14 of Darren Manning, did not get that information from their spotters to start slowing down. And there you can see the 22 of A.J. Foyt, the 4th, has already started to slow down because he's lost his right rear tire that is starting to just bounce around throughout the racetrack.
Now, Foyt pitted on lap 192. The crash happened on 197. Look at this move by Tony Kanaan as we go to Jackaroot.
Well, a very dejected Dan Weldon has just watched the first replay, your first opportunity. Dan, it happened so quick.
Yeah, just, you know, a little bit of bad luck for the guys at Target Chip Ganassi Racing and myself. It was unfortunate, but we just didn't quite have the speed today. But nonetheless, I think everybody tried real hard.
Here's the onboard.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. There's really not much I could do, so it's disappointing for everybody. But you know, I've had worse happen to me. We need to just bounce back and be strong and try and win the next race.
Thanks, Dan. Let me give you an update, too, on his teammate, Scott Dixon. Dixon got out of the car, but the crew is still working, and Dixon is ready, if necessary, to go back in and try and log some laps.
He's shown in 10th right now, 5 laps down as this caution continues. You can see the work going on. There are the cars that were involved in the crash, a total of 6. Elio Castroneves, his car is done. Dixon, they're working on. Weldon's done. Manning is still out there. There he is. Ed Carpenter, it looks like he's finished, and A.J. Foyt, the 4th. Let's go to Jack.
Well, Elio, when it happens that quickly, there's not a lot you can do as a driver, is there?
Not much. I mean, I saw smoke. I was behind Weldon, and all of a sudden, my spotter saying, go low, go low. I shoot straight low. And for a point, I'm like, okay, I missed everything. It was perfect. But suddenly, poof, I was like, what was that? Again, I guess it's snowball, you know, from Milwaukee. And now here, you know what the good news is? We're going to have a weekend off, regroup ourselves, and keep moving forward.
We get a bunch of rapid splits on the weekend, huh?
A lot. Now, you know, I trust the guy upstairs. He's still a lot of championship. We'll be good.
Let's go to Brienne Pedigo.
Well, guys, the disappointed Vision crew of A.J. Foyt, the 4th, has cleared.
Front, it is Sam Hornish leading Tony Kanaan.